our last presentation before the lunch break, we have Joseph Sosa on quantifying midfielders' efficiency. Joseph is a senior applied mathematics student at Auburn University. He will be presenting work completed with his teammates James Zhong and Trey Hibbard.
So I'll go through our motivation throughout this process, our data pre-processing steps, our ball possession probability, the metrics that we use, and then finally our outcomes. So our motivation throughout this whole process was assessing players' performance under pressure. So in soccer, we are constantly dealing with pressure from defenders around us. So in our model, we assumed that low pressure was when offensive players had less defensive players around them. And we concluded that low pressure gives you higher probability of ball possession and vice versa. More defenders around you, the less likely of a chance you are to get the ball. And then we also created a threshold. And that threshold is that dotted line going across. And that signifies the start of a player's on-ball play. So then we took this idea and applied it to midfielders. So in this graph, we specifically looked at the Orlando Pride game versus Kansas City Current. And this shows what we thought midfielders' ball possession probability will look like between the 31st and 33rd minute. Specifically, take a look at, we only had 1 to 2 players above the threshold at each time, signifying that one person was deemed possession of the ball. So then our data pre-processing step. So we took our prediction and applied it to using Skill Corner's large amount of data. We took all of the tracking data and created CSV files. So these CSV files, on the left, that's the tracking data, and that's what we got from Skill Corner. And we took that as our input and put that into the CSV files. And the output that we got was the closest player to the ball who we deemed was in possession of the ball. And we did this for every half second through the entire game. And you could see each player was given a P underscore and then a 3-letter digit after. And that signifies which player they are and where they are on the field too. So then, now that we have determined who has possession, we are able to create an accurate ball possession probability. That's supposed to move. Well, all these dots here are supposed to move, and it's supposed to be a moving graph. And you could see throughout the time of the game, each player's ball possession probability will fluctuate throughout the game. And yeah, it's supposed to move and be a live action graph, but those are just a bunch of dots. But we then took this accurate ball possession probability and introduced our metrics that we use to measure efficiency. So the metrics that we used were ball control efficiency, short distance pass efficiency, shot selection efficiency, and long distance pass efficiency. With the time being, we solely focused on ball control efficiency, and that was, again, when a player's ball possession probability was over that threshold. So once we used all of our metrics and ran all this through our model using multinomial regression and these metrics, we came out to find that Denise O'Sullivan was actually had the greatest amount of ball control time. And we found that by taking the mean amount of time and finding whoever had the largest amount of time. And we were able to add, with more and more time, we can add in our metrics to make our efficiency rating better and better. And we could also add in metrics that we haven't even thought of or considered. So I'd like to give a big thank you to the team and the rest of us who couldn't make it. That's it.